9 female weaknesses men must know, Stoic secrets she'll never admit. Let's make one thing clear. Women are not puzzles waiting to be solved. They are not emotional labyrinths designed to confuse men. They are human, complex, powerful, and vulnerable in ways that most men never take the time to understand. But they can be understood, not by learning tricks, not by memorizing lines, but by becoming the kind of man who pays attention. Because deep down, every woman wants one thing: to feel safe being herself. And that kind of safety isn't created by wealth, charm, or even physical attraction. It's built through emotional intelligence, inner stillness, and quiet strength. This isn't about becoming the loudest man in the room. This is about becoming the calmest. And that's exactly what the Stoics mastered: presence, patience, power. So today, we dive deep into the 9 emotional soft spots in women, not to manipulate them, but to understand them, and most importantly, to stop being manipulated yourself. Let's begin. Point 1. Emotional safety. Over physical perfection, we live in a world obsessed with appearances, filters, muscles, designer shoes. Men are taught to look good, dress well, flex hard, and yes, physical attraction matters in the beginning. But what keeps a woman close isn't your biceps or your JAWLIN. It's how she feels when she's near you. Does her body relax, or does it brace? A woman will not stay with a man who is emotionally chaotic, even if he looks like a movie star. True. Emotional safety is invisible. It's in the way you respond when she's upset. It's in the way your voice stays calm when she's anxious. It's in the stillness of your eyes when she's overthinking. You create that. By mastering you, by learning to breathe through discomfort, by refusing to be controlled by triggers. When she senses that you are anchored, not pretending to be strong, but actually unshaken, she can let go of control. And when a woman feels safe enough to surrender, she gives more of herself than you could ever ask for. 2. Maturity in the face of mood swings every woman has. Emotional tides. And that's not an insult. It's biology. It's part of feminine energy. Fluid, shifting, emotional. Now, here's the mistake most men make. They expect her to always be rational, always be composed, always make sense. But the feminine is not always logical, and that's okay. The real question is, can you handle her waves without drowning? When she's moody, distant, or emotional, can you stay composed? Can you be the eye of the storm? Most men either try to fix her emotions or run from them. Both fail. The Stoic man does neither. He observes, he breathes, he stays, not because he agrees with every word she says, but because he knows that presence is power. And when she sees that she can have a bad day, say something irrational, cry without judgment, and you don't collapse. She begins to trust you on a level that words can't reach. 3. Discipline over desire. There's a dangerous lie being fed to men today. That instant gratification is power. That indulgence equals freedom. That if it feels good, it must be right. But Stoicism teaches the opposite. A man who is ruled by desire is a slave. A man who masters his desires becomes king of himself. Women are deeply attuned to this. She may not say it, but she watches how you live. Do you chase every dopamine hit? Do you scroll endlessly? Do you indulge every craving? Or do you choose purpose over pleasure? Discipline is incredibly attractive because it shows her that you are not for sale, that your integrity can't be bought by lust, fame, or flattery. She's not just watching how you treat her, she's watching how you treat yourself. And if you show her that you respect your time, your habits, your boundaries. She realizes she's not dealing with a boy. She's in the presence of a man. 4. The strength to listen without fixing. When a woman shares her pain, she's not always asking for an answer. She's asking for connection. Men tend to jump to solutions. They want to analyze, fix, correct, because they think that's helpful. But what she often wants is something far more rare. A man who can sit with her emotions without running from them, not because he has the perfect response, but because he's not afraid of her. Depth. Real listening is an act of strength, not weakness. It takes discipline to not interrupt. It takes presence to not judge. It takes humility to not try to solve. When you stop trying to fix her and simply hold space for her, you become unforgettable. Because women aren't used to being heard, they're used to being managed. Be the exception. Be the one who listens without needing to speak. 5. The quiet power of non-reaction. We are conditioned to think that masculinity is loud, that it's assertive, dominant, aggressive. But true masculinity is calm, not because it lacks emotion, but because it's mastered emotion. Most men get triggered easily. They raise their voice. They explain themselves constantly. They overreact to everything, and every time they do, they reveal how little control they actually have. The Stoic man chooses stillness, not to be passive, but to maintain his internal authority. This silence, this pause, this self-control, it's not weakness, it's power. And when a woman pushes you, tests you, or lashes out, and you don't react, she'll notice. She may not say it, but she will feel it. And her respect for you will deepen, because in that moment, you showed her that you don't lose yourself in storms. You become the anchor. 6. The mystery of emotional self-containment. There's something rarely said. Not everyone deserves full access to you. Oversharing might feel honest, but it often becomes emotional. Leakage, especially in the early stages. The man who spills his entire life story on the first date might feel like he's building connection, but what he's actually doing is stripping away all intrigue. Mystery isn't about playing games. It's about depth. It's about letting yourself be revealed slowly, intentionally. Women are emotional architects. They want to uncover you layer by layer. If you hand them the full map on day one, the journey ends before it begins. Speak with substance, not with desperation. Reveal who you are, but let it unfold naturally. She doesn't need to know everything. She just needs to feel that there's something to know. 7. Integrity that doesn't wavereth. You want to truly stand out as a man. Don't change who you are to be liked. Hold your values, even when no one's watching, even when it's inconvenient, even when she disagrees. Why? Because consistency creates trust. When your yes means yes, and your no means no, she can relax into your leadership. She may not always like what you believe, but she will respect that you believe it. And when things get hard, and they always do, she look to you not for perfection, but for certainty. That's integrity, and it's more attractive than charm will ever be. 8. Stillness in the face of chaos. Life gets messy. People get triggered. Plans fall apart. But when the world starts spinning, what does she see in you? Does she see a man who escalates the panic, or a man who grounds the room? Stillness is your superpower, not apathy, not detachment, but the ability to slow everything down inside you for reacting to anything outside of you. That kind of presence is rare. That kind of self-control is felt without words. And in that stillness, you become a lighthouse in her storm. Not because you say the right thing, but because your energy is the right thing. 9. Purpose that transcends the relationship. And, finally, your deepest form of attraction isn't in how much you love her. It's in how much you love your mission. A man with no direction becomes a burden in any relationship, even if he's loyal, even if he's sweet, because women want to join something, not carry it. When your life has meaning, when you have goals, vision, discipline, you don't need her to be your everything. You want her, but you don't need her to feel whole. And ironically, that's what makes her want to stay. She doesn't want to be your world. She wants to belong in your world, one that already has shape, purpose, and momentum. So find that, protect it, and build from it. Because when a man knows where he's going, the right woman will want to walk beside him. Final words: women are not impossible. They are emotional. They are intuitive. They are wired for connection. And they open to the man who brings stillness, strength, and understanding. You don't have to become someone you're not. You just have to become more of who you truly are underneath the noise. Learn to breathe. Learn to hold. Learn to wait. And remember, attraction is not about performance. It's about presence. The man who walks in peace, who speaks with purpose, who listens without flinching, that man doesn't chase women. He attracts them naturally, effortlessly, silently.